population is older than 65 years. In 1970s, just over 28% of the Malaysians used to live in urban areas. But in 1999, it grew to 57%, and it is expected that in the next 10 to 15 years, 70% of the Malaysian population would be living in the major cities. So this is the trend which is taking place in Malaysia. Very important part of this lecture is the natural resources of Malaysia. As I told you before, that Malaysia holds huge hydrocarbon resources. It also possesses huge amount of tin, which contribute in their economic growth. And of course, apart from oil and gas, Malaysia also possesses, many other things which are going to be discussed in the coming slides. So if you look at the oil production in Malaysia, it is close to 700 billion barrels, a million barrels, and which is playing a very important role in their economy. At the same time, they also possess about 3.8 billion cubic feet of liquefied gas, which is also a very important source of income. If you look at the primary energy consumption in Malaysia, it is 36%. They are relying on natural gas, and petroleum related products about 37%, and coal is 21%, and their renewable energy resources like wind and other solar and etc., they are about 6%. If you look at the tin production in Malaysia, which is also a huge source of income for the Malaysians, the tin mines in Malaysia amounted to approximately 3.2 thousand metric tons in 2020. So 3.2 thousand metric tons of tin was produced in 2020, which is a huge amount of tin. If you compare it with 2010 figure, 10 years ago, it was only 2.7 thousand metric ton. So huge industry, mining industry is contributing a lot in this regard. Other than tin and hydrocarbon resources, cocoa, pepper, pineapple, tobacco dominate the growth of the sector, and other minerals include copper, bauxite, iron ore, and coal, and many other minerals are also there. And small quantity of gold is also produced in Malaysia. Another important source of income for Malaysians is the natural rubber and palm oil, and both these things contribute a lot in their economy. As you can see in this part, rubber and palm oil, it contributes a lot in their economic growth. So they are also one of the largest exporter of rubber and palm oil. Timber and timber related products are also widely there, because Malaysia is also consists of huge forests, and in this particular area also contribute a lot in their economic growth. Cocoa bean, which is used for coffee and many other items. Total arable land in Malaysia amount approximately 882,000 hectares, which is about 3,800 kilometers. Now, let me tell you that agriculture plays only a very minimal role in the economic output of Malaysia. Mainly industry and the services sector, it control the 93% of the Malaysian economy. Only 7% agriculture is contributes in their economic growth. So this particular sector is very small, but still it contributes a lot in their economic growth. If you look at the oil reserves and gas reserves of Malaysia, so Malaysia hold about 3.6 billion barrels of oil, and it is the fourth largest, you can say, country in Asia Pacific region after China, India, and Vietnam, which produce or possess such amount of oil. Other than oil, gas, Malaysia also possesses about 41 trillion cubic feet of gas, as far as 2020 estimates are concerned, and which makes this particular country third largest country which possess gas in Asia Pacific region after China and Indonesia. So oil and gas resources are also there in Malaysia, which plays a very important role in their growth. Total crude oil and export